everybody, welcome back to YouVoluntear and Stories Week. It's me, Maddie, and for this week, I thought I'd tell you guys one of the stranger things that have happened to my family and I when we attempt to go on vacation. Even though we don't go on vacations very often, we can never just have a normal one. So a few years back, my family and I went down to Bobcaygeon, which is a few hours away from here in Toronto, to go to a cottage that my dad's friend let us borrow for a weekend, and we came around the same time that there was their fall fair. Having already been in Bobcaygeon for about a few days, we kind of already had the chance to enjoy the cottage life. My mom forced me to go outside to catch some vitamin D, experience summer, stop reading inside in the dark, and all those kind of standard things. So we figured, you know, our days here are kind of coming to an end soon, so why don't we just see what Bobcaygeon has? And there were banners, and the leaves were starting to change. To be honest, it was really picturesque and nice, so we kind of figured, what's the worst that can happen? If you guys know anything about any kind of vacation, movie, or show, what's the worst that can happen is probably the worst thing to ask yourself. So we were walking around all the dirt roads and everything, and we came to the back end of the park where you can buy your tickets and get your wristbands and stuff. So we actually discovered that there was going to be a parade with horses and the works and everything, and my sister got really excited because she really loved horses. My mom and dad said, you know, you girls just stay here and we're gonna go get the wristbands and we'll be right back. There was a bit of a kerfuffle, if you will, near where the horses were being kept, and there were the train near the big trailers that the horses just stay in. And so our parents rushed back, gave us wristbands, and my dad, having grown up with horses, said, everybody again, just stay here and I'm gonna go see if I can help. My dad is a really great guy, he's super awesome, and he always wants to help, but he also doesn't know when to leave the situation. There was one horse who had fallen on its side and was wriggling around and clearly in pain, as she was this massive animal in this small trailer opening. So my dad was helping all the other available hands to pull her out, and she started still freaking out and everything, and everyone's holding on to her to keep her steady and okay, especially now because she had been able to get herself up on her feet. And what I was saying about my dad and not being able to kind of tell when to leave the situation was the last person to be holding on to the horse when she decided to freak out and everybody else had already let go. I don't know if you can see where this is going. All the other men around were holding, like, you know, the back and a few, like there were things on her legs and things like that, I guess, just to keep her steady, to try to calm her down. But my dad was the one that was holding on to the cord, or I guess it was like the leather face thing for a horse. I'm not fluent in horse speak. But he was holding on to what was attached to the animal's massive head. And as she was freaking out, she decided to whip her head around. My dad went flying. He stood there in horror as we saw my dad, still holding on to the horse, lift off the ground, went all the way around, and then the horse went with him as the two tumbled until they fell into a nearby little ditch. We were frozen in fear. We were worried, like, did he die? Like, what, did the horse crush him? And everybody runs to go get him and this horse. But then they didn't have, still holding on to the cord. My dad walks out of the ditch with the horse, and he's just looking at us like, hey everybody, what's going on? Why is everybody freaking out? We had thought he had died, but he was just like, nope, I'm fine. His only worry was that he was like, I think I might have popped out my shoulder. I'll just get that looked at afterward. And that was it. That was it. He walked the horse around the fairgrounds a little bit in that small same kind of area we were in. He was petting her, calming her down. They became like best friends. Like that horse like just loved my dad all of a sudden, and everybody was just kind of looking at each other, still not being able to totally grasp the fact that they just saw this guy get thrown by a horse. That was my family's experience in Bobcaygeon. Never a dull moment, am I right? So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the rest of Stories Week. Please, if you liked this video or thought the story was kind of cool, give the video a like, and let me know in the comments below if you've had anything weird happen to you or your family when you're on vacation. So thanks again for watching. Bye!